Being a newbie in the crypto world is hard. Whether you want to invest or want to play some games, choosing the right game is not always easy. Recently, Pay to Earn and Metaverse games have been dominating the crypto market, and I bet that you've experienced lots of good indie games. You might be wondering, so where are the AAA games? Maybe I want good gameplay, maybe I want graphics just like Red Dead. And yes, I get it. Just sit back and enjoy the video, because that is what I'm gonna talk about in today's episode. I will share with you my top 5 play-to-earn AAA games that are expected to launch in 2022. And I think these projects are highly potential to make a hit in the industry. For my first pick, Phantom Galaxies. It's a fast-paced third-person mech shooter experience that looks and plays just like the traditional 3D action RPGs. This genre is already familiar to millions of gamers, but with a more special feature of allowing players to truly have ownership over the in-game assets. Having space raiding at its heart, Phantom Galaxies puts you in control of mechs to explore the universe, complete missions, and join battles. Not only that, the players can also have the chance to generate avatars, upgrade their mechs, explore the open worlds, and govern the galaxy with their guild. When researching Phantom Galaxies, the gameplay trailer had me shocked. It was a seamless combination of cinematic ambience, sci-fi textures, and the precise execution of the nanosecond animation. Too good to be true for a play-to-earn game. While having character design similar to Gundam and Transformers, the game is still able to stand out by the aggressive structure of the mechs. Needless to say, Phantom Galaxies may be one of the most gratifying representations of 3D action games experience. What I'm most hyped about were the game's developers and backers, which are Blowfish Studios and Animoca Brands. If you didn't know, Blowfish Studios is an award-winning indie developer and publisher of high-quality multi-platform games such as Siegecraft and Morph Fight. And just a few months ago, they were 100% acquired by Animoca Brands, one of the biggest digital entertainment software companies, in order to make blockchain integration in gaming. Having years of experience, Blowfish made Phantom Galaxies as their first blockchain game. As you can all see, the team has deep expertise in constructing good games, and with a strong backer like Animoca Brands, I'll have to say, it's definitely going to be huge. Now here's another astonishing game that I cannot wait to share with you all. As fellow gamers we are, I guess you have already known big names like League of Legends, Fortnite, Apex Legends, or Overwatch, being some of the most popular games among the gaming community. To our surprise, the makers of every game I mentioned are joining forces to make a brand new ultimate crypto game, Big Time, with members coming from world-renowned game companies including Epic Games, Blizzard, EA, and Riot. Big Time will undoubtedly be in the top blockchain games of all time. Despite having similar base gameplay to many other RPG games, the developers have made a notable effort in differentiating its mechanics and creating a unique experience for the players. Instead of just fighting and smashing buttons, your character also has a time machine. The time machine lets you adventure across time and space and battle across history, resulting in a way more diversified gameplay and a brand new experience for the gamers. This puts Big Time in a great spot as compared to many other games, not just for earning, but also for the gaming experience as a whole. Fighting bosses and looting are also the key features of the game, letting you have more opportunities to earn money. The biggest factor that makes Big Time special has to be its gorgeously polished graphics. Every detail, every transition, and every effect was flawlessly made. The lighting and the shadowing also give players a good view of the landscape, taking a futuristic atmosphere, mixing with a warrior modeling style, adding a little touch to the effects, and there you have Big Time with a design direction called stylized low poly art. From the game's cutscenes I've shown in the video, I believe you guys could already see for yourself. As I've mentioned before, the game is made by the hands of the creators of the most popular games in the whole industry. Apart from that, we also have Ari, the founder of Decentraland, to be the CEO of the company, giving us a sense of how reliable the business would be. The game was also invested by a handful of top capital ventures, and Alameda Research is one of them. The more I watch the gameplay, the more I want to get my hands on it. The gorgeous graphics, dynamic gameplay, and strong team and backers kept me hooked. If you, like me, enjoyed the Mafia City memes and are interested in the gangster theme in general, then I have a great fit for you. With a 3D metaverse, aggressive gameplay, and lots of gunfights, Animoca's next game on the bucket list, Syn City, will bring you a thrilling experience. Although the developers have yet to release detailed information about the game, we can still have a grasp of what the game would be like from its trailer alone. Syn City takes the vibe of GTA and integrates it into this strategic action turn-based role-play game that has you gradually build your own empire and destroy others for victory. The game sets itself apart with a unique feature, as your mafia will act like a DAO on its own, which adds another layer to the diversity of the genre. What can easily be seen from the trailer is a variety of characters you can control, with different origins, stories, and maybe even abilities. You have Bricks and Wasp, but as a dragon lover, Daiju would be my favorite. With such limited information about the gameplay, we should probably move on to the graphics. Not surprisingly, Syn City's design was well done. Beautifully made texture, tailored animation, and staggering detailed modeling are the things that can easily be seen, even when the game hasn't met its final version. Considering the whole gaming industry, Syn City may not have the best design, but in the GameFi section, boy will this be a tough player. And that's not just my subjective opinion. The game's investors say it all. We have Luke Wachman, co-founder of CoinMarketCap. We have Elliot Wainman, co-founder of Superfarm. We have KSI, we have Alex Becker, we have Kieran Warwick from Illuvium. We also have the founder of Gold Capital and the co-founder of Twitch, Justin Ken. Huge investors. Despite the growing number of games in the blockchain section, the quality of the products is still relatively low, with poor development and unfinished storylines. The Sidus team took this into account and strived to create a better AAA game named Sidus Heroes. With more than 300,000 followers on Twitter, it became a phenomenon among the crypto community. Amid a sea of endless idle games, Sidus Heroes takes a big turn by stepping into the MMORPG genre. Set in a sci-fi world where the Warzone universe, full of chaos and endless clashes, is ordinary, Sidus Heroes follows a community of different races to civilize and compete with each other. In the vast metaverse, you can go on adventures, join in intergalactic missions, build your infrastructures, craft, trade, and even participate in the political life. Ultimately, you can make your own creatures and NFTs. Needless to say, whether you are a Star Wars fan or not, Sidus would still be a good choice to research. The large amount of ways to play the game is a skeletal frame of Sidus. You can play however you want, depending on your objectives. Blood hunters can go for violence and strive for power. Wanderlust souls will be able to spend their time exploring the corners of the metaverse. Players with a creative bent can become builders and farmers, gradually transforming the corners into oases. Economics lovers can participate in manufacturing and trading, and leaders can engage in political activities. Sidus Heroes is a triumph of shockingly good game design, with staggering great use of cinematic colors, the well-structured spacecraft, the gorgeously detailed characters, and of course, it's worth pointing out the insane amount of variety, different environments, terrains, weather, and natural elements. In the evergreen genre of pet games, there were Dragon City, the Talking Tom franchise, Neko Atsume, and Pooh. These are extremely popular games among the young players, providing a calm and chill atmosphere. Joining the genre, Illuvium took another step, expanding to the pay-to-earn industry, emerging with RPG and beautiful graphics, and open up another dimension to the experience. Trust me, this is no ordinary game. The pictures and colorful landscape will get you immersed deeply. Stranded on a foreign planet, you discover monsters with near godlike power. You begin to master the energy to control the creatures, so-called Illuvios, with different classes and affinities. To uncover the mysteries of the planet, you become a hunter, traveling across the land, discovering, capturing new creatures, and joining battle arenas. You can also trade, mine, and create your weapons and armor to join the battle with your pet partners. In this open world, you can freely travel, even if it's just to see the gorgeous landscape of the planet. Despite having gotten my hands on Ghost Runner, Control, and Mortal Kombat, Illuvium still left me shocked by its beautifully made graphics and sound design. To be honest, the quality of this game's transitions and VFX is beyond my expectation, even for a non-crypto game. The designers handled color combinations fantastically, portraying the futuristic atmosphere perfectly. From the player's helmet formation, the distortion effects, to the contrast and animations, all are done exceptionally well. It is not simple to design suitable sounds for space-themed games, but the game's developers nailed it without a scratch. You could hear the satisfying warping sound from the guns and the thruster, the swinging effects of blades, as well as the mimic of animals' voices. The team also strives for more, immersing the user interface with the environment in the game, with waves of energy blasted whenever the players boost. With such advanced graphics, players can be guaranteed a wonderful experience. Hats off to the designer of this beautiful game. The backbones or investors of Illuvium are also powerful. We have Sebastian Boget, the founder of Sandbox, Dancy Chaudhry, the CEO of Bitcoin.com, Anton Bukov, the founder of 1inch Dex, and many other industry leaders. The game is also backed by multiple large firms, including LD Capital, Immutable, and Lotus Capital. Needless to say, Illuvium will be a worthwhile opportunity to experience a new colorful universe and a moneymaker. Being the 5th game on the list, the game also concludes our video. That's it for today. Thank you all for joining today's episode. If you agree with our top 5 picks, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as well as subscribing for more. If you have other games, you can share them in the comments. This is Alex, and see you in the next video.